Hello children, welcome to my lecture. Today we are going to do Prose 1.5 Mrs. Addis, written by Selah K. Smith. Before starting the chapter, we have to come to know who is Selah K. Smith, or we have to take the information regarding Selah K. Smith. Children, Selah K. Smith was an English writer. Selah K. Smith was born on 4th February 1887 at C. Leonard on Sea, Sussex in England. Sea Sussex is a country. It is at present also situated in south of England. She died on 14th February 1956 at the age of 68 at the North Sussex in the England. This is the South Sussex. This is the North Sussex, children, which is at present in England. So we come to know, children, she was an English writer, novelist and poet. She was known for her many novels set in the borderland of Sussex and Kent in the English regional tradition. Her novel in 1923 published, that is the Book of the House of Allard, become a bestseller and gave her prominence. It was followed by other successes and her book enjoyed worldwide sales. Children, other novel, that is Jonah Goldin, which published in 1921, was revived and after it was adopted as a film titled The Love of Jonah Goldin in 1947. In 1980, this novel and the Susan Spree were in 1980s. This novel, that is Jonah Goldin and the Susan Spree, were reissued by the Virgo Press. So in this way, children, we know Selah K. Smith. She was a very good writer, novelist and a poetess also. And she has written many more novel, poem, or we can say stories in the borderland of Sussex and Kent in the English regional tradition. Children, Selah K. Smith, after marriage, she is living in a southern Sussex, and there she made one church. That church is today known as St. Theresa's of Lewes Church, and it is very famous in England also. So in this way, children, we come to know this writer, lady writer, female writer. She done many more things in his life. She written many more stories, many more novels, many more poems, and she made a church also. They both, husband and wife together, they made one church. That church is which? That is the St. Theresa of Lewes Church. So after taking the information regarding Selah K. Smith, we have to come to know the main character of Mrs. Addis. From the story, first character is Mrs. Addis. She is a small, thin peasant woman. Her face was hard, see, her face was hard and brown. She had wrinkled hairs. Next character is Tom. See, Tom was son of Mrs. Addis. Mrs. Addis loves Tom too much. He is a lone child of Mrs. Addis. Next is Peter Couch. Peter Couch, he was a friend of Tom. He was big, heavy, working man but not successful in his life. He was judging by his appearance as a poor people, or we can say he is judging by the poverty of his appearance. Then we can see the next character is Whittler. Whittler is one of that keeper. There is a 4 keeper. Among of that, one keeper name is Whittler, another keeper name is Boardman, and the Crouch, we can say Old Crouch. These all peoples are what? Keeper. Among of that, one is Whittler, other is Boardman, and next one is Old Crouch, and that person also were keeper. Next character is Mrs. Gane. Mrs. Gane, she is a neighbor of Mrs. Addis. So after taking information about character of Mrs. Addis, we have to take the information, or we have to first of all take a short story of this novel, or we have to introduce the Mrs. Addis story. So children, this story is story of Mrs. Addis, which is written by Selah K. Smith. In this story, there is a peasant lady. That lady name is Mrs. Addis. So we can say this story is about a peasant lady, Mrs. Addis, his son Tom, and about his son's friend, that is Peter Couch, who was a young, big, heavy working man but not successful in life. Once Mrs. Addis, a peasant woman, find a desperate young man, Peter Koch, at her doorstep. He was pleading to Mrs. Addis to give him protection from the police because he had been poaching on the nearby estate and in panic had killed one of the gatekeepers. So she hid out. She means so Mrs. Addis, when he is requesting to Mrs. Addis, so Mrs. Addis hid out Peter Crouch as he sought someone, as he asked for his requesting too much to Mrs. Addis, and that's why Mrs. Addis helped to hide Mr. Peter. Mrs. Addis decided to help him because Tom, Mrs. Addis' son, was his best friend and they were best friend from childhood. Mrs. Addis saved him from everything and everyone as she didn't know whom he saw. So Mrs. Addis जो है उन्हें पता नहीं था कि यह किसे मार के आया है. उसने मिसेस अदीस से कहा कि उसने क्या किया. He had only shot one gamekeeper, but he don't know that person is dead or not dead. So इस तरह से हम देखते हैं कि यहाँ पर जो है मिसेस अदीस जो मेन कैरेक्टर है, एक पीसेंट वुमन है, उनका बेटा है टॉम, वह गेम कीपर है, उनके बेटे का दोस्त है पीटर. यहाँ पर पीटर जो है रात के समय भागता हुआ मिसेस अदीस के पास आता है, उससे कहता है सी हैव टू हेल्प, क्योंकि उसने क्या किया, किसी व्यक्ति को, जहाँ पर जो है 4 गेम कीपर्स थे, उसमें से किसी एक गेम कीपर को उसने क्या किया, शूट कर दिया है. वह जिंदा है या मर गया है उसे पता नहीं है. तो उसके पीछे पुलिस पड़ी हुई है. तो वह मिसेस अदीस से रिक्वेस्ट करता है कि उसे पुलिस से बचाने में या उसे छिपाने में मिसेस अदीस उसकी मदद करे. मिसेस अदीस यह नहीं जानती थी कि उसने किसे शूट आउट किया. वह सिर्फ अपने बेटे के बेस्ट फ्रेंड की मदद करना चाहती थी, इसलिए उन्होंने क्या किया है, इसलिए उन्होंने पीटर को बचाया है. जबकि पीटर ने, जब हम चैप्टर पढ़ेंगे तो हमें पता चलेगा, जबकि पीटर क्राउच जो है, उनका फ्रेंड जो है, उसने उनके बेटे टॉम को ही शूट आउट किया है और जिसने अपनी ज़िंदगी खो दी है. तो अब हम इसी स्टोरी में, मिसेस अदीस में, इसे ब्रीफ में पढ़ेंगे. तो बिफोर स्टार्टिंग दिस स्टोरी, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी हैव टू कम टू नो द न्यू वर्ड्स एंड देयर मीनिंग, और वी कैन से द हार्ड वर्ड्स एंड देयर meaning. So see, first word is given Sussex. Already I shown, again I am showing you. Sussex is a country in the north of. Next one, the tongue of land, a long stretch of land, long stretch land. That land we can say tongue of land. This long stretch of land, it is known as tongue of land. Next one is hammer wood, wood or forest. This is the forest. This is known as wood or forest. Next is twilight, period between evening and night when the sky is faintly illuminated. देखिए, इसे शाम के और नाइट के इस समय को हम क्या बोलते हैं, ट्विलाइट बोलते हैं. नेक्स्ट इज प्रिक्स ऑफ फायर. फायर मीन्स कुछ स्टार्स जो होते हैं आकाश में रात को चमकते, उन्हें क्या कहते हैं, प्रिक्स ऑफ फायर्स. Next, Delmondaine. This village is known as what? This is the name of place. Delmondaine is a name of place, and this place is known as Delmondaine, and is at present also present in England. Close at hand means that very close. Then knell means death bell. Next is stooping over means bent over, झुकना. Bent over मतलब उसके ऊपर झुका हुआ होना. Then cinderwood means name of the forest. जो forest है उसका नाम है. उस फॉरेस्ट की एक, जैसे मेनी मोर फॉरेस्ट है हमारे इधर है, सुंदरवन है, बहुत सारे फॉरेस्ट है, तो वैसे ही इंग्लैंड में एक फॉरेस्ट है, उसका नाम है सिंडरवुड. नेक्स्ट इज बीचिंगली मीन्स अपीलिंग. हाँ, जैसे कि किसी के सामने अपील करना, रिक्वेस्ट करना, गिड़गिड़ाना, दैट इज मीन्स बीचिंग. हडल डाउन मीन्स श्रैंक वन सेल्फ. नेक्स्ट इज कैंसीरॉन. ये क्या है, ये भी एक गांव का नाम है जहाँ पर रेलवे स्टेशन है. ऐसे गांव का नाम क्या है, कैंसीरॉन. नेक्स्ट सीलिंग, फॉर्मर ब्रिटिश कॉइन. सीलिंग्स होता है जैसे यहाँ हमारे यहाँ रुपया होता है, कॉइन्स होते हैं, सेम वे वहाँ पर इंग्लैंड में सीलिंग्स चलते हैं. अनविलिंग श्रंक मीन्स टू रेज द शोल्डर स्लाइटली एंड अनविलिंगली. नेक्स्ट मोमेंट्री. मोमेंट्री मीन्स फॉर अ शॉर्ट स्पैन ऑफ टाइम. 17 डलिंग. डलिंग मीन्स नॉट एक्साइटिंग, मीन्स एकदम डल हो गया है, एक्साइटमेंट कुछ नहीं रह गया है, एकदम शांत बैठा हुआ इंसान, तो हम बोलते नहीं बहुत डल है. तो सेम वे आलसी इंसान मीन्स द पर्सन हु इज नॉट एक्साइटिंग। नेक्स्ट इज स्कॉटनी कास्टल। ये क्या है? कास्टल का नाम है, उसको क्या बोलते हैं? स्कॉटनी कास्टल। नेक्स्ट वन रिफ्यूज। रिफ्यूज मीन शेल्टर, जहाँ रहते हैं उसको वहाँ पर क्या कहते हैं? रिफ्यूज कहते हैं। नेक्स्ट वन टंग टाइट मीन स्पीचलेस, निशब्द हो जाना, मतलब एक वर्ड नहीं बोल पाना, ऐसी स्थिति को टंग टाइट बोलते हैं। नेक्स्ट रो मीन्स क्वेरल, चिल्लाना। नेक्स्ट इज सैग्ड। सैग्ड मीन डिसमिस्ड। रंग मीन्स हेल्ड द हैंड टाइटली एंड shook it with sympathy। किसी का हाथ जो है टाइट पकड़ लेना, उसे सांत्वना देने के लिए जोर से दबाना। नेक्स्ट है सिवरिंग। सिवरिंग करना मीन्स सेकिंग स्लाइटली बिकॉज ऑफ कोल्ड, फियर और एक्साइटमेंट। क्या करना? कांपना, सेकिंग करना, कांपना। किससे? या तो ठंडी से कांप रहा है इंसान, या तो डर से, या तो बहुत एक्साइटेड है तब कांपता है। सो इन दिस वे आई गिवन सम मीनिंग्स and till to here we are completed this hard words and their meaning. Now we will start Mrs. Adis chapter. In northeast Sussex, a great tongue of land run into Kent. It is a land of wood, the old hammer wood of the Sussex iron industry, and among the wood gleam the hamper pond. Owing to the thickness of the wood, the road that passes Mrs. Adis' cottage in dark, long before the field beyond. That night there was no twilight, no moon, only a few pricks of fire in the black sky above the trees. But what the darkness hid the silence, revealed in the absolute stillness of the night, wildness and clear. Every sound was distinct, intensified. The distant bark of a dog at Delmendon, sudden close at hand, and the man who walked on the road could hear the echo of his own footsteps following him like a nail. In northeast Sussex, a great tongue of land runs into Kent. So in northeast Sussex, that is a great tongue of land, it runs to the Kent. It is a place in England. It is a land of wood. This place is what? It is land of wood also. Means it is known as the name of land of wood. The old hammer wood of the Sussex iron industry, and among the wood gleamed the hamper pond. So this land is what? This land is covered by the wood, and that's why this land also known as the old hamper woodland. So here there is a iron industry, among the wood gleam the hamper pond. Among the wood there is a one pond, that pond name is a hamper pond, and that pond is what? It is gleaming, means it is shining over there. Owing to thickness of wood, the road that passes Mrs. Adis' cottage is dark long before the field begins. So the road which it passes to the Mrs. Adis' cottage, Mrs. Adis के घर तक जो road pass होता है, is dark long before the field beyond. That night there was no twilight and no moon. उस रात में क्या था? That night there is a no stars and no moon, only few pricks of fire. सिर्फ कुछ जो थे तारे वहाँ पर चमक रहे थे. Pricks of fire means this stars. सिर्फ कुछ तारे जो चमकते हैं उन्हीं को क्या कहा गया यहाँ पर? Pricks of fire. So only few pricks of fire in the black sky above the tree. But what the darkness hide the silent revealed. But what the darkness hide, darkness क्या hide कर रहा था? The silent revealed, पूरा silent था. In the absolute stillness of night, windless and clear. In the absolute stillness of night, जो still night थी, windless जिसमें हवा भी नहीं बह रही थी, windless means no wind, no air, and clear. Every sound was distinct and intensified. So कोई भी जो साउंड आ रहा था, any sound will come over there, that sound we can heard what? Very clearly. So the distant bark of a dog at the Delmondon sound close at the hand. So Delmondon is village. So the distance bark means the dogs, those are barking from some distance of the village Delmondon. The sound is what? It feel कि वो आवाज़ ऐसी सुनाई पड़ रही थी, ऐसा लग रहा था हाथ के थोड़े से दूरी से ही आवाज आ रही है. And the man who walked on the road could hear the echo of his own footsteps following him like a Nail. So the man who is walking on this road in this night, दिस साइलेंट नाइट, वो नाइट जहाँ पर क्या थी, एकदम शांति थी, हवा भी नहीं बह रही थी। तो इस नाइट में क्या था, जो कुत्ते की आवाज़ जो है डेलमोंडन विलेज में जो कुत्ते की आवाज़ दूर से आ रही थी, थोड़ी डिस्टेंस से जो आती है, वो भी ऐसा महसूस हो रहा था कि हमारे हाथ भर की दूरी से आ रही है। तो इस नाइट में जो मैन वॉक कर रहा था, जो चल रहा है रोड पे, उसके जो जूतों की साउंड है, इको ऑफ हिज ओन फुटस्टेप, जो उसके जूतों की आवाज़ है, उसे ऐसा लग रहा था उसके जूतों की आवाज़ भी उसे बहुत क्लियर सुनाई पड़ रही है। सो यहाँ पर देखिए नेल दिया गया है। नेल मतलब होता है ए साउंड ऑफ बेल। उसके जूतों की आवाज़ की जो टक टक है, उसे कैसी सुनाई पड़ रही थी, एक घंटे की आवाज़ की तरह। जैसे हम घर की बेल बजाते हैं तो आवाज़ आती है, तो उसी तरह से क्या हो रही थी, उसे जूतों की आवाज़ एक घंटे की आवाज़ की तरह टन टन सुनाई पड़ रही थी। टक टक करके उसके जूतों की आवाज़ उसे सुनाई पड़ रही है। मिसेस अदेस, तो इसमें शॉर्ट में, इस पैराग्राफ में मैं आपको बताती हूँ शॉर्ट में क्या कहा गया है। यहाँ पर मिसेस अदेस जो है मोस्टली अपनी स्टोरीज सी इज़ राइटिंग ऑन वन इज ससेक्स एंड केंट काउंटी which is present in England. So that place is what very pleasing place, and Mrs. Addis liked, and that's why she is writing on that place. Means each and every story or novel mostly she added this place name. तो in this place जो जगह जो है क्या है, this place is totally covered with the wood, and that's why this place also known as what Hammerwood place. तो यहाँ पर एक आयरन इंडस्ट्री भी है। यहाँ पर इस शाम का समय दिखाया गया है। यहाँ पर बताया गया कि यहीं बाजू में मिसेस अदिस का क्या है, कॉटेज है, और इस रात के समय की बात की गई है। यहाँ पर तो नाइट है, जहाँ पर मतलब कहा जा रहा है कि यहाँ पर तारे भी नहीं चमक रहे हैं, नो स्टार्स आर ट्विंकलिंग एंड नो मून इज ओवर देयर, ओनली फ्यू प्रिक्स फायर्स आर इन द sky. In this darkness, windless night means no wind also blowing here. So that's why what still silence is over there. कि कोई साउंड नहीं है, पूरी शांति फैली हुई है। So in this night, when any dog can bark from some distance, we heard that sound very clearly, and we think कि that sound is coming from our one hand distance. And same way, if any man can walk on the road, so that man can hear their footsteps sound, tuck tuck, just like any knell sound. And already I told knell means what, bell sound. So इधर बेल साउंड किस चीज़ की आ रही है, उसके जूतों की आवाज़ की। मतलब हम जो चलते हैं, हमारे जूतों की जो टक टक आवाज़ होती है, वो हमें ऐसे क्लियर सुनाई पड़ रही है जैसे कोई बेल बज रही। पहला, every now and then he made an effort to go more quietly, but the roadside was a mass of thorns, and their crackling and rustling were nearly as loud as the thud of his feet on the road. Besides, they made him go slowly, and he had no time for that. So this paragraph what given, this paragraph is given, the person who is walking at the night time on that road, that person want to go or want to make their step very क्वाइटली, बहुत शांति से अपने पैर रखना चाहता था, बट द रोड साइड इज टोटली कवर्ड विथ अ थॉर्नी ग्रॉसेस। थॉर्नी ग्रॉसेस मीन्स कटीली झाड़ियों से वो भरा हुआ था। तो दैट्स व्हाई व्हाट देयर क्रैकलिंग एंड रसलिंग वेर नियरली अ लाउड एंड थर्ड ऑफ हिज फीट। सो जब वो चल रहा था तो झाड़ियाँ क्या कर रही थी, रस्टल हो रही थी, एक दूसरे से टकरा रही थी, तो उसका जो साउंड आ रहा था और उसके पैर की आवाज़ भी क्या कर रही थी, रोड पे आवाज़ आ रही थी। Beside, they made him go slowly, and he had no time for that. Beside, even he want to go slowly, but there is no time for that person, means for Peter Crouch, there is no time to go slowly, and that's why what, he is going fast, or he is running on the road. Even there is a word on the roadside, there is thorny grasses are over there, and there when he run, they crackling and they rustle each other and make a loud sound, just like a thud of his feet. Next, when he came to Mrs. Addis' cottage, he paused a moment. Only a small patch of grass lay between it and the road, and he looked in at the lighted uncurtained window. He could see Mrs. Addis stooping over the fire, taking some pot or kettle off it. He hesitated and seemed to wonder. He was a big, heavy working man, not successful, judging by the poverty of his appearance. For a moment, he made as if he would open the window. Then he changed his mind and went to the door. यह पर्सन कौन है? पीटर क्राउच है. पीटर क्राउच जब मिसेस अदिस के कॉटेज के पास पहुंचता है तो वो थोड़ी देर के लिए क्या हो जाता है, वहां पर वो खड़ा हो जाता है. When he stand over near the Mrs. Addis cottage, there is a small patch of grass lay between it and the road, and he looked in at the light, and he saw what? He saw uncurtained window where Mrs. Addis is stooping over the fire. She is taking some pot or maybe that is kettle of it. He hesitated and seemed to wonder. And this person is big, heavy, working hard person, but he is not successful in his life. And when we can see, so we can judge he is a very poor person by his appearance. For a moment, he made as if he opened the window. Means for a moment he is thinking he have to open the window and he will go inside the cottage of Mrs. Addis. But he changed his mind and he went to the door. Instead of going or instead of opening the window, and or we can say कि खिड़की से जाने के बजाय उसने क्या किया, अपना माइंड चेंज कर लिया और वह क्या हो गया, वह दरवाजे के पास आ गया. He did not knock but walked straight in. Then woman at the fire turned quickly around. He did not means Peter Crouch did not knock the door of Mrs. Addis, but he walked straight inside the house. Then Mrs. Addis, who is at the fire, she turned quickly. "What you, Peter Crouch?" she said. "I didn't hear you knock." "I didn't knock, ma'am. I didn't want anybody to hear." So when Mrs. Addis turned quickly and she saw Mr. Peter Crouch, she said, "What is this, Peter Crouch? I didn't heard your knock." Peter replied, "Actually, ma'am, I didn't knock because I don't want anybody to hear." "How's that?" "I am in trouble." His hands were shaking a little. "What have you done?" "So, how's that?" Mrs. Addis थे, ये क्या है कि तुमने नॉक नहीं किया और बोल रहे हो कि मैं नहीं चाहता हूँ कि मेरी नॉक जो है कोई और सुने. So Peter Crouch replied, "I am in a trouble." And when he says he was in a trouble, at that time his hands were shaking. Then Mrs. Addis said, "What have you done?" Peter replied, "I shot a man." Mrs. Addis. Mrs. Addis says again, You shot a man?" Peter said, "Yes, I shot him." Mrs. Addis said, "You killed him?" Peter replied, "No, I don't know that person killed or not." For a moment there was silence in the small stuffy kitchen. Stuffy means not airy, means the room which not have a place to pass the air, means जिस रूम में हवा नहीं पास हो सकती है वैसे रूम को क्या कहा जाता है, स्टफी कहा जाता है. So for a moment there was silent in the small stuffy kitchen. Then the kettle boiled over and Mrs. Addis mechanically put it at the side of the fire. Now in this small kitchen where the no ventilation, the what for some time silent spread all over. Then afterwards Mrs. Addis took his kettle and she started the boiling on the fire. She was a small thin woman with a brown hard face on which the skin had dried in innumerable small hairs like wrinkles. She was probably not more than 42, but life treats some women hard in the agriculture district of Sussex, and Mrs. Addis' life had been harder than most. So here, जब मिसेस अदीस ने इन सभी बातों को सुना तो वहाँ पर दोनों की जब बातें हो रही थी कुछ समय के लिए वहाँ पर किचन में क्या हो गया, जिसको जो किचन में हवा नहीं पास हो सकती थी उस किचन में कुछ क्षण के लिए एकदम शांति छा गई. उसके बाद मिसेस अदीस केटल रख कर गैस पे बॉईल करने लगी जो केटल में था. नाउ इन दिस पैराग्राफ फिजिकल डिस्क्रिप्शन अबाउट मिसेस अदीस गिवन. सो ऑलरेडी क्वेश्चन आल्सो हियर. सी द राइटर डिस्क्राइब्स मिसेस अदीस, means how writer describe Mrs. Addis. Mrs. Addis was a small, thin woman with brown, hard face on which the skin had dried innumerable small. His hairs are just like wrinkles, and she was probably near about 42 years and not more than that. But some people's life or some women's life treat hard, and say Mrs. This life treat hard in the agricultural district of Sussex, and that's why Mrs. Ades life had been harder than most. What do you want me to do for you, Peter Crouch? She said a little surely. Now she make some little rude voice and she say, what do you want me to do for you? Peter replied, let me stay here a bit. Is there now where you can put me still they have gone? पीटर उसे रिप्लाई करता है कि मुझे यहाँ पर कुछ देर के लिए रुकने दीजिए, जब तक कि वो जो पुलिस जो मेरे पीछे है वो चले नहीं जाते. Who's they? The keepers. Mrs. Ades asked. Who's this? Peter replied, they are keeper. Oh, you had a quarrel with the keepers, have you? Mrs. Ades thought Peter what? He quarreled with the keepers, and that's why he want to hide in her house. Yes, I was down by Cinderwood seeing if I could pick up anything, and the keeper found me. They were 4 to 1, so I used my gun. Then I ran for it. They are after me. They can't be far off now. Mrs. Ades did not speak for a moment. Crouch looked at her beseechingly. Beseechingly means appealing or requesting, और उनके सामने गिड़गिड़ाना. So Peter replied, he was down by Cinderwood saying if he could pick up anything, and the keeper found Peter. There were 4 means keepers are 4 and Peter is alone. So Peter used his gun. Then he ran for it. They are after me. So when Peter used his gun, and after using the gun, Peter started the running, and the keepers also start running after Peter. And Peter say they are not far off from Peter. So he is requesting Mrs. Ades to hide Peter in her house. Mrs. Ades did not speak for a moment. When these all news Peter given to Mrs. Ades, she become a speechless. Means she is not speaking anything for a moment. And at that time Peter is looking at Mrs. Ades beseechingly. Means he is looking at Mrs. Ades just like appealing, just like requesting. तो यहाँ पर कुछ समय के लिए मिसेस अदिति एकदम शांत हो जाती है, कुछ नहीं बोलती हैं, और उस समय पीटर की हालत ऐसी है कि मानो वह मिसेस अदिति के सामने गिड़गिड़ा रहा है, रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हो कि उसे कुछ समय मिसेस अदिति अपने घर में छुपने के लिए जगह दे दे. You might do it for Tom's sake, he said. You haven't been an over good friend to Tom, snapped Mrs. Ades. Here, when Peter replied, you might do it for Tom's sake, means आपको यह क्या किसके लिए करना पड़ेगा? टॉम के लिए करना पड़ेगा. So Mrs. Ades replied, you haven't been an over good friend to Tom. Means Mrs. Ades replied in a very rude sound, you haven't been an over good friend to Tom. कि जो मुझे बोल रहे हो कि मैं तुम्हें अपने घर में टॉम के लिए रख लूँ, लेकिन तुम क्या हो? तुम्हें ऐसा लगता है कि तुम टॉम के अच्छे फ्रेंड हो? Again Peter replied, but Tom is being a very good friend to me. He would want you to stand by me tonight. Well, I won't say he wouldn't, for Tom always thought better of you than you deserve. Maybe you can stay till he comes home tonight. Then we can hear what he say about it. यहाँ पर मिसेस अदिस कह रही है पीटर से कि आप बोल रहे हो कि मैं आपको टॉम के लिए रख लूँ, लेकिन आपको ऐसा लगता है कि आप टॉम के अच्छे फ्रेंड हो? पीटर बोलता है, लेकिन टॉम का मैं एक अच्छा दोस्त हूँ, अब वह चाहेगा कि आज मैं आपके साथ रहूँ या आप मुझे अपने पास रखें. मिसेस अदिस कहती है, वेल अच्छी बात है. आई वोंट से ही वुडंट, मैं ये नहीं कहती कि वह तुम्हें इतना अच्छा दोस्त नहीं मानता है. मिसेस अदिस रिप्लाइड, टॉम ऑलवेज थॉट बेटर ऑफ यू. वॉट एवर यू डिजर्व मोर देन दैट टॉम थॉट फॉर यू बेटर. कि तुम जितना डिजर्व करते हो जितना अच्छा, उससे भी ज़्यादा टॉम तुम्हारे लिए अच्छा सोचता है. मे बी यू कैन स्टे टिल ही कम होम tonight. She said to Peter, you can stay till he come home tonight, and then we can hear what he say about it. Means इस मैटर के बारे में टॉम क्या बोलेगा तब हम यहाँ देखते हैं. Peter replied, he will be up at work for an hour 8 and the coast will be clear by then. I can get away out of the country. So यहाँ पीटर कहता है कि Tom will be at work for an hour and when he will come back then we can decide, or then it will be decided कि I can get away out of the country or not. Now Mrs. Adish say, when you get away from the country, so where will you go? Peter replied, I don't know. There is a time to think of that. Mrs. Adish replied, or Mrs. Adish says, well, you can think of it in here. She said dryly, opening a door which lead from the kitchen into the small shed at the back of the cottage. They will never guess you are there, especially if I tell them I haven't seen you tonight. Now Mrs. Adish replied, well, you can think कि तुम्हें कहाँ जाना है उसके बारे में सोचो. और ये बात वो क्या कहती हैं, बड़ी ही रुखे आवाज में बोलती हैं. She is opening a door which lead from his kitchen into the small shed at the back of the cottage. Then she again replied कि keeper will never guess you are here, especially when she tell them to keepers she haven't seen you tonight. Next para. You are a good woman, Mrs. Adish. I know I am not worth your standing by me, but maybe I have been different if I had a mother like Tom's. Now Peter replied very emotionally. Peter says, Mrs. Adish, you are a very good woman. I know I am not worth of your standing, but maybe I have been different person when I had a mother like you. She did not speak, but shut the door, and he was in darkness save for a small ray of light that came through one of the cracks. Now when Peter replied, Mrs. Adish, or when Peter says about Mrs. Adish, she is a very good woman. When Peter had mother like Mrs. Adish, then he also be a different person. After listening by Peter, Mrs. Adish was a good woman. When Peter had a mother like Mrs. Adish, he was also be a good person. So by listening these things, Mrs. Adish become silent. She did not speak anything. She make them Peter in a one room, and in that room there is a no light, total darkness, only a small ray of light that come through one of the cracks that falls in that room, and by that light only Peter is able to see where Mrs. Adish is moving and what she is doing. Okay. By this light, he could see her moving to and fro, preparing Tom's supper. In another hour, Tom would be home from Iron Latch Farm, where he worked every day. Peter Crouch trusted Tom to help him, for they had been friends when they went together to the National School at Lumberhurst, and since then the friendship had not been broken by their very different characters and careers. Now, when Peter was in a dark room, there a small ray of light that came through a one crack, and by this light only he can see Mrs. Adish moving to and fro, and she is preparing a super meal for her son Tom. In another hour, Tom would be at home from Iron Lodge Farm, where Tom used to work every day. Peter Crouch, who is the best friend of Tom, he had lot of trust to Tom, and he had lot of trust Tom will help him. Peter Crouch and Tom were a good friend when they went together to the National School at Lumberhurst. Since then, the friendship had not been broken by both of them, even they are different characters and different careers. Peter Crouch handled down upon the sack that filled one corner of the shed. A delicious smell of cooking began to come through from the kitchen, and he hoped Mrs. Adish would not deny him a share of the supper when Tom came home, for he was very hungry and he had a long way to go. Now Peter crouched. He tried to shrink himself down the sack that filled one corner of the shed. Now this time a delicious food smell started coming from the kitchen, where Mrs. Addis is preparing a super meal for her son Tom. Peter hoped Mrs. Addis would not deny Peter a share of a super when Tom came home. Why is thinking these all things? Because he was very hungry and he had a long way to go. He had fallen into a kind of helpless doze when he was roused by the sound of footsteps on the road. Now for some moment he was fallen into a little sleep because he was very tired, and that's why he was helpless and he was falling in a little sleep. Doze means little sleep. When he was roused by the sound of footsteps, and afterwards he roused by the sound of footsteps on the road, which is made by the keepers. For a moment his poor heart nearly choked him with its beating. They were the keepers. They had guessed where he was. With Mrs. Addis, his old friend's mother, he had been a fool to come to the cottage. Nearly losing his self-control, he shrunk into the corner, shivering, half sobbing, but the footsteps went by. The next time Mrs. Addis stuck her head into the shed. Now he was very tired, that's why he became helpless and he fell in a little sleep, and afterwards he wake up by the sound of the footsteps of keep. And for a moment when he heard the sound, so for that moment Peter's poor heart nearly choked him. Choked means he make trouble in breathe, because of the fear. डर के कारण उसका जो हृदय है, उसकी जो सांस लेने की गति थी, वो क्या हो गई, धीमी हो गई. Nearly choked him with its beating. He thought they were the keepers, and he is thinking they guessed where he was hidden. Means he thinking they were guessed he was in Mrs. Addis' house, his old friend's mother's house. He had been a fool to come to cottage. He is thinking he was a very fool person. He came to the Mrs. Addis' cottage, or he came to his best friend's mother's cottage, and these keepers come to know and they are coming to catch the Peter. Nearly losing his self-control, he shrunk into the corner, shivering, half sobbing. Now because of the fear, he lost his self-control. He shrunk in the corner, start the shivering, half sobbing. Means डर के कारण उसने अपने ऊपर से अपना कंट्रोल खो दिया. वह क्या करने लगा, वह सिकुड़ने लगा कोने में, वह कांपने लगा, वह ढेर सारा कांपने लगा और वह थोड़ा सिसिक करके रोने लगा. But the footsteps went by. The next time Mrs. Addis stuck her head into the shed. Now whatever the sound of footstep coming, that went. And this is the next time when Mrs. Addis stuck her head into the shed. That was the keeper, she said shortly. I saw them go by. They had lanterns. Maybe it would be better if you slipped out now and went towards Cassiron. You had missed them that way and get over to Kent. There's a London train that comes from Tunbridge Wells at 10 tonight. After some time, Mrs. Addis speaks shortly and she told Peter they were the keepers. I saw them, they went from here. They had lantern in his hand. Maybe it would be better for you if you slipped out now and went towards a Cassiron. Cassiron is what? It is a place of town. So she told क्या, वो कीपर्स थे, अभी वो यहाँ से चले गए, उनके हाथ में लैंटर्न था, तो बेटर यह होगा कि तुम यहाँ से कैसिरॉन के लिए निकल लो. You had missed them that way and get over to Kent. तो मिसेस अजीब कहती हैं कि तुम यहाँ से कैसिरॉन के लिए जाओ और वहाँ से तुम क्या करना, रास्ता बदल करके केंट चले जाना. There's a London train that comes from Tunbridge Wells at 10 tonight. She says from here you will get the London train that comes from Tamriswell at 10 tonight. That had been a fine thing for me, ma'am, but I haven't the price of a ticket on me. She went to one of the kitchen drawer. Here 7 shilling. It will be your fare to London and a bit over. Now, when Mrs. Addis speaks, there's a London train that comes from Tamriswell at 10 to 9. Then Peter replied, it's fine thing, ma'am, but I haven't the price of ticket. कि पीटर बोलता है ये तो बहुत अच्छी बात है लेकिन मेरे पास टिकट के लिए पैसे नहीं हैं. Then Mrs. Addis went to the kitchen drawer and she brings some money. See, shillings जो है ये जैसे इंडिया में रुपीस चलते हैं ऐसे लंदन में सीलिंग करेंसी चलती है. So Mrs. Addis replied, here's 7 shilling. It will be your fare to the London a bit over. So उससे बोलती है कि ये 7 shilling है, ये तुम्हारे लिए क्या होगा, ये टिकट के लिए पैसा हो जाएगा. For a moment he did not speak. Then he said, I don't know how to thank you, ma'am. So afterwards, for a moment, when Mrs. Addis given the 7 shilling and she told it is fare to London and bit over. Then for some moment Peter became silent. Then after some time he speak and said, I don't know how to thank you, ma'am. Oh, you needn't thank me. I am doing it for Tom. So Mrs. Addis replies, I don't need your thanks, Mr. Peter. Whatever I am doing, it is doing for my son's sake, whom I am loving too much. So here we will stop our lecture, children. Next lecture we will continue remaining part of this chapter. Thank you.